this is a big one, my friends, because our last guest of the day, I'm told, has some breaking news. And he's actually joining us from Stockholm, Sweden. It has been a while since we've talked to Phil Davis, Mr. Wonderful, they call him, the reigning defending Bellator light heavyweight champion. And he is kind enough to join us right now at almost 11 p.m. Stockholm time. What a great guy. Phil, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
I know it's almost close to your bedtime over there, so we appreciate you staying up late for us, Phil. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Anything for Ariel.
Oh, well, thank you. That means a lot. So let us not waste any more time. I am told from the powers that be that you, the champion of the Bellator light heavyweight division, has some breaking news. The floor is yours. What do you got?
Well, you know what? I am actually really excited to tell you that King Mo is not going to be able to fight Brian Bader in New York City, where you live. I will be replacing him to fight Brian Bader in New York City.
Whoa.
In Bellator. I don't even know what number it is. I don't even know what number it is. That's how brand new the news is.
Bellator 180.
That's the one. Bellator 180.
So this is official. You are going to fight Ryan Bader now. Is this going to remain? Is this going to be on the pay-per-view, or is this going to be on the Spike TV portion? Because originally Bader was fighting Mo on the sort of featured prelim, if you will, before the pay-per-view.
I have no idea. I haven't even gotten the details. News came to me. They called you. They said, Phil, you tell Ariel, and here I am.
Okay, so I inquired because I'm a very inquisitive person. I'm a little nosy, and I was told that this will be in the Spike TV sort of headlining act before the pay-per-view. That's what I was told.
Oh, okay. Cool.
How do you feel about that?
Perfect. I'm great with that. You know, Spike TV, first of all, the whole card is freaking stacked.
Yes.
And Spike TV gets a lot of eyeballs. And, you know what? I also checked. I think you're right. I think I am on that one.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry. I completely forgot. It's the whole first pay-per-view thing kind of threw me off. Anywho.
Right.
So this one is going to be completely live everywhere. Sometimes there's a delay between East Coast and West Coast.
Yeah.
On Spike TV, but there will not be this fight. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions about this, Phil. Why was this fight not booked originally? Because I feel like, if you recall, I don't know if you remember this, but Bader signing with Bellator was actually announced on the same day that this pay-per-view was announced. And everyone thought, this is a natural fight. I mean, this is one of the few times, if ever, that Bellator can book 2 top 5 guys for a belt. They haven't had that opportunity, and here they have it with Bader coming over to Bellator. Plus, you have the history of the first fight in Sweden, of all places, which is where you are right now. And also, sorry, there was something in my mouth. We need some title fights for this card. I mean, it's perfect. The timing couldn't work out better. You guys were going back and forth on Twitter. It all seemed to be working out. And then they went with Bader versus King Mo. Why wasn't this the original plan?
You know, that much I haven't even had a chance to talk with Scott Coker about.
Okay.
I was a little bit heated. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit heated about it. I was like, you know, maybe he's up to something. And then I thought about it, and you know, around me, there's a 3-way rematch. There's 3 rematches. There's Liam McGeary, there's King Mo, and then there's Ryan Bader. And no matter what, I have 3 rematches. So I kind of figured maybe he wanted to, put the best contender in front of me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm kind of okay with that. And it was going to be interesting because I was the other reason why I was pissed about it, though, is because I honestly think Mo would beat Brian Bader, and I didn't want him to beat him before I got the chance to beat him.
Wow. You were that confident in Mo. Why is that? You just think it's a bad matchup, or you don't think Bader's as good as Mo?
No, I actually think it's a bad matchup for Ryan Bader.
Interesting. So you wanted to get Bader first.
Yeah.
And now you got what you wanted.
Absolutely. Exactly. Now I want to put that loss on his record before first and foremost, and then see it works out better this way. Now I can put a L on his record, and then Mo can fight him next.
And what a story this is, because that was your last UFC fight, and now you get to be the guy who welcomes him to his new home Bellator, and now you're the champ. I mean, it just seems perfect. I thought it should.
Poetry almost.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is. Now, when's the last time you watched that fight? The first one between you two in January of 2015 in Sweden.
I think I watched one round, got pissed, and turned it off.
Wow.
I don't think I ever watched the whole fight.
You haven't watched it 2.5 years later? You've never been inclined just a late night one time? Let me just see what happened here. Did I really win this fight? Because it was controversial.
Well, I tell you what, to me, it wasn't controversial only because, I mean, I'm not going to protest it. You know what I mean? A loss doesn't, I mean, once they say it's a loss, I'm like, all right, cool. Time to move on and get better. Like, there's no, to me, there's no like, oh, I didn't really lose. Forget that. Just, okay, you lost. Now what are you going to do?
Right.
So that also went into me not watching it again. But now I have the opportunity. I'll check it out. Oh, you know what, Ariel? I'm going to make that promise to you. I'm going to check that video out sometime soon.
I think that's important. Now,
I'm going to check that out.
Wait, but you say it's not controversial. Are you saying it's not controversial because you?
No, I didn't say it wasn't controversial. I just said it didn't matter to me.
Okay.
Because I had the loss on my record.
Right.
That's all I care about.
But to be clear, to be fair, you think you won that fight though, right?
You know, I don't even like to say that.
Okay.
Because I like wins and losses.
Okay.
When you lose, there's no excuse to lose.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say to, Ryan, oh, no, you didn't really win. I really won. You know what? You won, and now I'm going to punish you for it. That's how I feel about it.
When we spoke to Ryan when he signed with Bellator, he was saying that we're going to see a different Ryan Bader now because his contract is different. He gets paid differently. He doesn't have to fight for a win bonus. Now he could just, let it all out. He knows what he's getting paid the second he steps in that cage, and there's a different kind of sense of urgency when you know what you're getting paid, as opposed to getting half of it to show up and half it to win the system that the UFC has made famous. Are you expecting to see a more aggressive Ryan Bader, a different kind of fighter on the 24th of June? What's so funny?
That could go both ways. He could say, now I'm comfortable to go out and fight the style I want to fight. Or he could be showing up to take, comfortably and take an ass whooping. I mean, it goes both ways. Once you know the money is yours, then maybe there's less incentive. But we'll find out which one of those guys he is.
So what you're saying is you're not buying what he's selling at this point?
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Are you buying it, Ariel?
I could say, look, I like that system better, if I'm being honest. So I like the fact that you know what you're getting paid regardless of outcome. And yeah, sure. I could see someone saying, all right, I'm getting paid. I don't have to, put forth my best effort. But I feel like he's going to want in his debut, new organization, big stage, he's going to want to impress. He's going to want to put on a show. So yeah, I'm buying it.
I assure you, he will put on a show. But it won't be the show he's thinking of.
Right. Well, it's great that this fight is happening. I'm sorry to hear that Mo is inactive and had to withdraw. Do you know what happened to him by any chance?
I don't really know the whole story. I like to get those sort of things from the horse's mouth, not the rumor mill.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. But all I really know is that he's out.
Okay.
That's for sure.
And so now this will be your fifth Bellator fight. You had the 2-in-1 night, and then you had the King Mo fight, and then of course you had the Liam McGeary fight. Thus far, you seem pretty happy. Any regrets? No.
I'm a happy dude.
You look at some of the complaints and issues going on in the UFC. We just had 2 on this particular show, and I know not everything is rosy on the other side of the fence. The grass is always greener, blah, blah, blah. But it seems like, this is a place that people are looking at these days. Fighters, big name fighters like Ryan Bader, like Rory McDonald, others, we can go through the whole list. Everyone knows them. Do you feel like, okay, wow, I kind of got lucky here, ending up here. I'm champion. Life is good. I have my own sponsors. Is that how you're viewing everything?
That's how I'm viewing it.
Yeah.
It's some things are different, and I can live with that. But the things that are the same are the things that I care about. So I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm very thankful to Spike and Bellator and Scott Coker, and the rest of the staff. The Bellator staff, they're freaking, as a team. They're awesome.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you in Sweden?
I'm here training with Alexander Gustafsson. He's getting ready for a big fight with Glover Teixeira.
Right.
And I got a couple tricks up my sleeve that I used on Glover Teixeira. So I'm out here showing him some things. We're working on some stuff, and it's just good to be with my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, I love training with him. It's just a great experience to be with him. So
wait, is he right next to you right now? It sounded like you were like hitting something.
Oh yeah, no, he's not. Okay. He's at home in bed.
I thought maybe you guys were bunking up.
It's 11 o'clock here.
I know. You also have experience.
It would be great though if we had bunk beds, huh?
Oh, what a show! That'd be a great reality show. I don't know where it would air, because I was going to say Fight Pass, you can't be on that. I was going to say Bellator, that'd be a little weird for Alex, but somewhere, someone should put this on television. Now, how long are you going to...
We need a non-biased network.
Yes, exactly. And hey, MMAFighting.com. We're as non-biased as it gets. At least we'd like to think so.
There you go.
How long are you there for? And would you have gone to Sweden had you already known about the title fight against Bader?
I'm in Sweden for I guess another week.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I'm right now. I'm here for Alex. This is help get my boy ready, send him in battle, prepared. So yeah, I'm here for him.
Okay. And how do you feel about these young guns coming out of Penn State? We've got Ed Ruth, right? Tyrell Fortune also.
Yeah.
Is Tyrell Fortune from Penn State or Arizona State?
No, he's not from Penn State, but we'll take him though. We'll take him. We love him.
Ed Ruth. I mean, is this someone that I was saying earlier that what I love about what Bellator is doing right now is that they're taking these guys who are 0-0 from college or other places. Aaron Pico, another one debuting on that same card, June 24th, and building them up. Of course, I'm sure you knew who Ed Ruth was before he signed with Bellator, and I'm sure you know that he won on Friday as well. But have you been able to watch him, and how do you feel about his progression as a fighter?
Oh, absolutely. Ed's on his way, man. Ed's on his way. He's steadily improving, and he's at a good camp. He's comfortable, and he's just taking little bites and learning the game. He's going to be a super stud in this sport pretty soon.
I feel like
I'm super impressed with him. Tyrell Fortune too.
Yeah,
he's a stud. He's a stud already, man.
Yeah. I feel like they need to go to Penn State, do a show headline with you there, put Ed Ruth on the card. I mean, I feel like that would sell out in seconds.
Huh. Ariel.
What?
I swear, that's a great idea, man. That is a great idea.
Have you pitched this?
What should we call that? If you were going to theme that card, what would you call it?
Oh my. Bellator, let's just say 185. Let's just guess it'll be in that range because you have to fight at probably 190. Nittany Lion.
Okay.
That doesn't work. What would you call it?
I don't know. This is your show.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'll just say Bellator.
That's a good idea. Hey, I'm gonna take that up to the boss.
Please.
And let's see if we can make that happen.
All right. Let us know. By the way, when you beat Liam McGeary and afterwards on the mic, he was kind of like saying, "Oh, you didn't fight me and you Phil Davis me and all that stuff." Did that bother you?
No, it didn't bother me not one single bit. The worst thing you can do as a loser is lose. and not really know why you lost. He thought he got wrestled, and everybody who watched that fight saw him lay on his back trying to do jiu-jitsu that didn't work. And so, it's part of me was like, oh, well, he's throwing shade. You should you should say something back. And I was like, he's already lost. He's very defeated right now. Just let the man live. He's angry right now. So, he really didn't upset me. He made himself look bad because he's like, I got wrestled. No, you laid on your back. There's no way to win laying on your back unless I do something stupid, and I didn't.
Right.
So you got mounted. You got mounted more than 15 times. Like, and if you're a black belt, which I think he is, and your coach is Renzo Gracie, which I think he is, that should be mount escape should be something that you should know. So something has to happen. Either you have to come to grips with the fact that, hey, I'm a BJJ black belt and getting out of mount and knee on belly is something I'm supposed to be good at, or defending myself on the ground is what I'm supposed to do because that's what I do, or you're not that. You're not that good, and that is not your game.
Damn.
That's what I would have said, but I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. And I'm happy you saved it for this show. Are you expecting that at some point they're going to try to make that rematch between the two of you? And is there any part of you that thinks it won't go the same way that it did the first time?
Yeah, you know what? I'm down with that. They can make that fight any weekend they want. Would it go any differently? I think part of me wants to say, yes, it would go differently. But I also think that he has gained so much confidence fighting off of his back and submitting guys off of his back, that I'm not sure that he can make the necessary adjustment because it's a paradigm shift. We're not talking about a move here or there. He didn't shrimp, okay? You take a white belt, put him in class, you learn, first thing you learn, lay on your back, shrimp, okay? Yeah. That's what you learn, day one. He didn't do simple, basic things.
Wow.
So he would have to go back to foundational skills. And I don't know if he's willing to do that. So that's what he's looking at.
Wow, day one stuff you're saying.
Day one. You took jiu-jitsu.
Yes, I do remember that. Yes, shrimp. Of course we know.
And you shrimp. You shrimp with the best of them.
Hip escape.
So if I did knee on belly,
yeah,
all right, and you're flat on your back, what's the first thing you would do? What? Get my knee off your belly?
Well, given the kind of player that I am, I would probably go for a gogoplata, but I'm not. I'm a little unconventional. Conventional wisdom says you shrimp. Couldn't even say that with a straight face.
All right, 24 minutes later, let's just say you're still on bottom and you still haven't escaped.
Yes.
Knee on belly.
Yes.
What would you do 24-minute mark?
Yes. I mean, first I would probably go one last ditch effort arm bar, but then I would do the hip escape. Or maybe like a toe hold.
You're silly, man.
A knee bar. You always got to go for finishes.
Yeah, absolute. I hear it.
Well, I'm happy that everything's going well for you over there. It has been a while since we've talked. I feel like ever since you won the belt, you got a little Hollywood on us.
Oh, you better stop. This guy. Oh, my God.
I mean, here you are.
You're right. And I'm coming back on next Monday. Next Monday, I'm coming back on.
Every Monday up until the fight.
Every Monday up until the fight.
Have you ever competed when you were a wrestler? Did you ever compete at MSG, or will this be the first time?
No, I never competed at MSG. It was, I think the national championship was held there either a year or two after I graduated. So I missed out on all the fun, but I heard it's an amazing venue.
Wow, yeah. I mean, to put it mildly, it's only the world's most famous arena. Amazing is actually an insult.
Yep. My bad.
You know, the one thing that I do appreciate about you is that you recognize that, look, at the end of the day, no knock on the pay-per-view. That's just the day and age that we live in. Same with the UFC. More people are going to watch the cable fight. And so your fight is probably going to be watched by more people than any fight on the pay-per-view, so it doesn't really matter, right? Unless you have pay-per-view points and you want it to be on the pay-per-view.
Exactly. And I mean, exactly. I mean, it really, and there's other ways. There's other incentives involved too, but either way, I'm taken care of.
Okay, you're happy. Life is good for Mr. Wonderful.
I'm happy.
Well, that's most important to me.
Yeah, it'll be a good night for sure.
All right. Any final prediction? I mean, because let's be honest, a lot of people didn't like that first fight. They thought at times it was a little slow. What's the prediction here? How are you going to get people to, to change their opinions on Ryan Bader versus Phil Davis as the kind of matchup that it is?
Well, I will tell you this. To anybody who thought that, I am sorry. I will also tell you that fight was aired live in the United States, and we are 9 hours ahead, which means that the pay-per-view started here in Stockholm, Sweden at 4 a.m. You shouldn't do anything at 4 a.m, okay?
Yeah.
If you're driving home at 4 a.m, don't, okay? If you're checking emails at 4 a.m, don't. Don't do anything except sleep at 4 a.m.
Okay, so
that's what everybody should be doing at 4 a.m.
So you actually didn't get acclimated to the time change.
What's that?
You didn't get acclimated. It was a weird night for you.
No. Right. So here's what happens. So there's two schools of thought, and it's a crapshoot either way. So you can either come out early and get acclimated to the time, and then get up and fight at 4 a.m, which is still dumb.
Right.
Or what you can do is what I tried, which I just want to preface this with, it's still dumb.
Okay.
But so we tried to stay on California time, on Pacific time.
Okay.
And we were getting up every morning at 3 a.m., training at 4. No, I think we were getting up at like 2, training at 4, and trying to stay on Pacific time the entire time until the fight night. So, and here's what ended up happening. So throughout the week, you have to do, different media obligations and this and that, local TV, radio, and just media scrums, all that stuff, normal stuff.
Yeah.
But that's all at like a normal decent time, 11 o'clock,
right.
1 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But that's during my sleeping time.
Yep.
So it was just a ridiculous. The whole thing, okay?
Yes.
If I could redo something, I would have removed myself from that fight card. It didn't. If I could, it's just hard. If I try to explain it to people. Getting ready for a fight is like planning a wedding outside in Seattle. You know what I mean? Anything can happen,
sure.
But most likely it'll suck.
Well, the good news is the rematch is happening on the Eastern time zone and is happening MSG. This is pretty damn cool that you're getting a chance to fight there. Going from the Stockholm Ericsson Globe Arena in the middle of the night, I was there. I remember it. It was a very bizarre situation to be in as far as covering a fight. I can't imagine actually fighting in the fight at 4 a.m. This time, that won't be an issue. So that is great news, and I'm happy that they put this title fight on that big card, the big MSG debut. Of course, hope that King Mo's okay. I actually reached out to him to find out what happened exactly, just so we can get an update, but I haven't heard back yet. So we'll let everyone know when we hear from him. And I appreciate you coming on so late there. Do you usually go to bed at this time in Stockholm? Is this when it's lights out for you?
I'm still a little bit jet lagged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been here for a little while and I'm still jet lagged. It kind of takes a while to get yourself on.
So we kept you company.
At least for me. I don't know what.
So we kept you company. This was fun.
Huh?
So we kept you company.
Well, I was going to say that I've been taking Tylenol PM to go to sleep.
Okay. So you're very tired right now.
So you delayed my.
Damn
you delayed my.
I'm sorry.
When I take my pills, but that's all right.
Okay.
That's all right.
We'll let you get to your pills. Good luck in the fight, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. And I'm happy that you finally squeezed us in. That you're no longer too big time for us now that you're champion.
Ariel, I'll see you next Monday. Don't you start this again.
Thank you, Phil. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, everybody else.
All right. There he is, Phil Davis, the reigning defending UFC, I should say Bellator light heavyweight champion. He is, as he just mentioned, defending his title on June 24th against Ryan Bader. Headlining act of the Spike TV portion of the card. And so what they're doing is they're calling that Bellator 180, and then the main card, the pay-per-view, is Bellator NYC, and that has been set now. We know the 5 fights. It's Chael Sonnen versus Vanderlei Silva. It's Fyodor Emelianenko versus Matt Mitrione. It's Douglas Lima versus Lorenz Larkin. It's Brent Primus versus Michael Chandler for the lightweight title. The Lorenz Larkin fight is for the welterweight title. And as we talked about earlier, it's Aaron Pico versus Zach Freeman. And now we're getting Ryan Bader versus Phil Davis. And we're also getting James Gallagher versus Shinzo Machida, among many others. The reason I was a little bit off there was because Mo was actually texting me as I was talking. And so I'm trying to get some clarity. It seems like he had an injury that was bothering him for some time, and it finally officially precluded him from training. So